Guys, this month has been an amazing month and, well, technically 5 weeks for this project. This is my 50 items project pan that I started last November. So, let's just jump into it. The first empty I sadly don't have in front of me. Used it up and then forgot it was on a project. So I chucked it, and that was the Tatcha cleanser. I hated it. It was very watery. It was like one of those point perks, I think, from Sephora. Since the last update, I used it twice. It was finished on April 28th. Good riddance. Don't ever want it in my life again. Happy it's gone. Actually, that wasn't the first empty. The first empty for this update was actually this. Becca's Opal. Who would have thought I was painting the same highlighter from 2021? Who would have thunk? So happy Opal's gone. Since this update, it also needed 2 uses. That was finished on April 27th. Yeah, very happy it's gone. R.I.P. Becca. You'll forever be missed. I know that Smashbox has some of them, but forget about it. But loved her. Yeah, I just started multi-purposing it as face highlighter and nose highlighter and inner corner. And that's what kind of saved it. The next goal hit is on an item that I kind of miss. This is the Touch in Sol No Problem Primer. I can't pump any more out. I can't get any more out of the stick. It's done. It's fine. It is what it is. Since the last update, I used it 8 times. I called it done on May 4th. Loved it. Will repurchase eventually, but very happy it's done. Next, this was one I wasn't expecting. I finished the Essence Lash Princess Liner in black. It completely dried out on me. I used it once since the last update. It finished on May 14th. Yeah, I really wanted black eyeliner that day and did not get any. Was about to be empty, and now it's no longer usable, and I'm not making it usable. The Milani Concealer in 110, the doe foot broke off. Once this happens, I know that this means I've had it for way too long because I am not that aggressive with the products. There was no reason for the doe foot to break off besides the fact that it was definitely that old that it was already brittle. So, like I said, it's hard to tell because it's been sitting, but there is gaping in here. I mean, hey, I don't have a doe foot now to swing it around and really tell. It probably had like 2 weeks of uses left. When the doe foot broke, it had 12 uses. It broke on May 26th. So happy it's gone. Because this one was messing up my makeup very badly. That empty and this empty technically were supposed to be for the next update, but since I was so late at filming, we have a bonus. And the bonus is this. Ariana Grande's Cloud is done. I was at the Glitter Mark last update and we are completely dry. Like, not a bone. Nothing. Bone dry. So, since the last update, I picked up this perfume 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 39 times. Why are we lighting fireworks off? 39 times. Also was finished on May 26th. Good riddance. Very happy it's done. So that was the only bonus of me being late to film this update. We got more empties out. So, love that for me. Love that for this project. Let's talk about everything that is remaining from the top of my list. So, there is still one lonely hair care item, and it's the Husk Charcoal Purifying Dry Shampoo. Since the last update, I used it twice. It still feels like it has product in it. That is going to be one of the last items to go, and it just sadly is what it is. The last perfume remaining is Victoria's Secret's Love Spell. Actually, I do have to draw a little line because it's a little bit under the blue now. This is described as a cherry blossom scent with fresh peach. Since the last update, I only used it twice. It's not my favorite. I got a good tip though a couple days ago about when I'm folding items like towels and sheets to spray this. I'm gonna start doing that with this. That is the plan with that, because I do not like it on myself. Not a good, they don't match. And the last skincare item before we get to all the cosmetics in this project is the Nexxum Anti-Blemish Pads. We are officially at the halfway point with these. I used it 3 times since the last update. Better than before. I do need it today. I'm going to use it tonight because I don't know what's going on with my face. But yeah, started with 90 pads. We're about halfway. So hopefully that could be done soon. If my face keeps breaking out, it's going to be done soon. So we shall see what happens. So the cosmetics. Starting us off now, we only have one primer, and that is the NYX Marshmallow Primer. Since the last update, it was used 11 times. This has been my main go-to when I'm wearing base makeup. I do not have any on today. Next, my powder. So, OG Mineral Veil. It's currently there. I am going to draw a line, but it's currently on the sidelines because it makes me too dark. It oxidizes my foundation real bad. So it's been used 3 times since the last update, and I don't see it getting much love till I am tanner. So sadly, it is what it is. My focus that I feel like you could barely tell is the Rare Beauty foundation in 110N. Like, it's some gaping, but since the last update, I did only use it 6 times, so not the best. But next, I used the Kendall Vegan Beauty Good Apple foundation. I should have let this settle so I could draw a line. The glitter was where I was at last update. Since the last update, I did only use it 3 times. This paired with this next item have been like the perfect foundation shade for me. And that next item is the Elf Halo Glow Liquid Filter Foundation in shade 0.5 Fair. Once again, I also have to let this one sit. This one lost makeup basket privileges. If I put it on its side, it leaks now. Never has done that before. There was an extra goop on the cap. So, like, I literally don't know why and how it did that, but it did. But I wish I didn't shake this up because it was sitting for a bit. I don't know. There's a lot of glitter pilled up here. So it would be nice if we're down there. That would be some nice progress, but I will have to wait and see. And then there was a foundation I forgot about. There was a foundation in this project that I forgot was in this project till I looked at my spreadsheet 2 weeks ago. And that is the Tarte C Hydroflex Tinted Foundation in 14N. This does kind of currently match me. I have a whole foundation video coming up, so y'all will get a more in-depth talk about me struggling with my foundation at the moment. But I completely forgot this was in a project, so shame on me. It is halfway done. Low-key wanna pair these two together and get it finished. So that's kind of the game plan, but we shall see. This partner is also coming out to shine. This is the Urban Decay All Nighter Foundation and Concealer and Fair Neutral. Since this update wasn't used, but it will be pulled out starting my next basket because I need a concealer. Next, I got the Fenty Pro Filter Soft Matte Foundation Powder. My goal is to try to finish this. This is going to be one of my goals. I would like to hit pan by next month. This powder, Like, it's broken. You are a Sephora-based product. I spent good money on you. You should not be broken. I don't even, like, take this anywhere. It stays at home. How are you broken? Anyway, since the last update, I used it 12 times. It is going to be a focus for next month. I should say Marshmallow is also going to be a focus, because besides today, I have been trying to wear base makeup at least 5 days out of the week, and the past week has been good. Today's just not, because I wanted to give whatever this is a break. But we have some progress in this next item, which makes me so happy because I didn't expect it. So I have my BH Cosmetics Vanilla Peach Truffle Blush Palette. I'm focusing on every single shade. Each shade counts as an individual item in this project. You see it? It's reflecting at you. It's looking at you. So, nude. Good old nude has pan. Very tiny. I kind of hit pan and then just stopped touching it for a second. Because I knew there wasn't a lot of blush in this palette. I mean, blush is blush. So there's always, it's harder pressed. There's a lot of blush in here. But I did not expect to hit pan so soon. Surprising, considering I want to finish the whole palette. But whatever, right? Since the last update, I used nude 6 times. So now that I know once it looks like that, it's close to hitting pan, I want to try and tackle these 3 hooligans before I finish nude. Is that a good idea? Probably not. But that is the game plan. Orange down here has been used 4 times since the last update. Mauve over here has also been used 4 times since the last update. And then hot pink has been used 5. Because when I look at these, I'm starting to see the little, like, center indent. But I want to see the other indents on all of them. I did accidentally dig my nail into orange. Is what it is. Mauve. Was it mauve or was it orange? One of them I used as eyeshadow once or twice. And it wasn't too bad. But that is the game plan with this. I would like... Who should I make my focus? I kind of want to hit pan and mauve by the next update. I know that sounds crazy, but like, I think I can do it. So, that's the plan. Next, from Becca, I have the Mini in Rose Quartz. This I have used as eyeshadow recently. I'm shocked there's not pan. There is a nice dip. Since this update, I used it 12 times. It has a really nice dip. I've been using it on my face. Sometimes it's eyeshadow, but that is going to be weaned. We're going to see less of that because I pulled in more eyeshadow into my basket. But I think we'll have pan in that soon. I'm not going to make that a focus. It kind of is a focus, but I don't think we're going to see really substantial progress by the next update. Or I could be, or it could have pan next update. I don't know. I don't know what Rose Quartz. I'm letting her take her time because I'm still just so ecstatic about Opal that, like, I'm still living the high. Next, I have Urban Decay's Whiskey. This has actually gone down. I feel like it's hard to tell because I don't know if I have photos of this guy. Since the last update, I did use it 6 times. I really want to get close to the U. I don't know if I can do that in a month. I feel like that should be like a rough goal. Do I have tape? I'm going to start taping where I would like it to be. Obviously, my goal is to use up this whole eyeliner. But I do need to make some more progress on it. So the goal is to get to Usagi. We shall see what happens. Today's a bad example of what I typically have been doing, but I typically have been putting it in my lower lash line and then smudging it out. So that's the plan going forward as well. And I think, honestly, I really could hit that usage. Because looking at my schedule for the next 2 weeks, I have a decent schedule. A decent amount of schedule where I don't feel like I'm doing too much. So Next, I have from ColourPop the Full of Wonder Shadow Stick. Since the last update, I used it 3 times. This one worries me that it won't be done by the end of the project. I mean, it's pretty. I try to use it, but it's not my focus. And I also feel like with that shadow stick... Ooh! Sorry, I just got a Charlie horse. What was that? Anyway. Full of Wonder is not my focus. The shadow stick, I feel like, is a more... like, less is more with it. This guy, however, this is Perfectly Pearl from e.l.f. This one is, it's like less creamy, so I have to use more. But as you can see, there's still like a decent way for me to go. The other thing I've been doing in a multitask is literally adding it as nose highlighter because I can never have enough. Since the last update, I did only use it 4 times. Not the best for me. I need to keep it up. This, we're close on pan on one of the sides. This is the Ulta e.l.f. Duo. I forget what precisely I said in my intro. I think I said I would like to ideally use both of these up by November. I don't really think that's possible. I'm gonna try. I'm not gonna call it quits now. I'm gonna try. Since the last update, I reached for this 5 times. Clearly, we can see which I reached for more. I reached for the shimmer more. I kind of just want to hit pan in both. But I know I should just try and see what I can do. Because a lot of single eyeshadows have been coming into my life this past year. Especially since I've been getting obsessed with more K-beauty style trends. A lot of the products are single individual items. So I would like to get that done, but we shall see. I'm not too sure with that, but I definitely think I could have pan by the next update. This, my CoverGirl Professional Natural Lash in Clear that I use for my brows every single day. I don't know how this is still kicking. There is like kind of product, but like as you can see, it's very easy for me to manipulate. Since the last update, I used it 15 times. It is a monthly focus and has been. I'm just waiting for the day it's done, or I'm waiting for this lid to completely crack. Because if the lid completely cracks fully, I'm not going to be able to keep using this product. So whatever happens first, good for me. Next is Stila's Jezebel. This I'm nervous. Oh, it's still creamy. But I'm a little nervous. I've only used her once since the last update. I need to actually remember to use her. I think how my current situation goes is I have a tote basket that I keep my bi-weekly makeup basket items in, and then I have a little drawer in front of me that has the eye products and the lip products. I think this would probably actually benefit me if I threw it in the basket because I'm not reaching for it when I'm in there. Unless honestly I should put all my eyeshadow in there and just keep the up top for like lips and eyeliner and like mascara and brows, because I will always remember to reach in there for them, but not for the eyeshadow, especially when there's so many. At the moment I have a lot of palettes in, and it's like these get lost, especially when I see the palettes first. So I'm gonna have to rework that. Now the lips. First is my cherry lip gloss, my Never Ending cherry lip gloss. Since the last update, it's been used 23 times. We're about to make it 25. 24 was in the beginning of this video. This has been a monthly focus. It's still kicking. I'm very happy with the progress because it was so slow moving the first couple updates that I'm shocked there is progress. But I have no idea when that's going to be empty. I would love for that to be empty by November, but I honestly have no idea. I really don't know. Next, it's Twin Pomegranate. Like I said, I've not used this. Cherry's the priority. I'm not going to replace it with its twin because knowing now, what I didn't know then, there's no way I could have finished both of them. These next items, I need to like actually figure out a plan. Milani's teddy bear has been used 5 times since the last update. It looks the exact same. And once again, it was only 5 times. So like, I've been better at reapplying. When I have free nights and play video games, I tend to reapply. But besides that, I don't reapply at work. I should. I've been trying to, but I don't really. And at work, I mostly just reach for a lip oil. I don't know. I need to find a routine. My old routine was literally always just reapplying. And that's how I used up so much lip products. But now it's just not the same. And I think it's also because now it's not like a bunch of liquid lipsticks. Next, Gwen's Stomp Box. Has not been used since the last update. So pretty. Same with Milani's Nylon. Not been used since the last update. My Wine Lip Tint. This is the coral one. The coral one has not been used since the last update. However, I used the metallic pink lid 3 times since the last update. And she's now lost somewhere in my purse. Unless I did put her in my backpack and just haven't found it yet. I don't know where she is. I hate that for me so much. So I'm going to put this one on my desk to focus on because I was having fun wearing her. But I literally don't know where she is. I don't know why. This is the project where I keep losing stuff also. That is a new trait of mine that I have before. But for next month, I would like to hopefully get the clear brow gel, lash gel, whatever you want to call it, out. Keep consistent progress on the cherry lip gloss, lip oil, because I don't know when it's going to be done. The Marshmallow NYX primer could be done by next month. If not, it might need another month of consistent use to be finished, but that's my estimate at the moment. The Fenty powder, I really would like to see pan in, as well as the mauve blush. So that is the game plan. That is the dream. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. I'm just really excited because I was getting really nervous for the longest time about the progress in this project, and I feel like I've killed it with some items. Some other items, a little concerning, but I think I'm at 25 finished out of 50. So this is technically the 5th update. It really should technically be like the 7th, but this is where I currently am. So love that for me. I need to keep it up. And I hope you have an amazing day or night whenever you're watching this. Bye.